This is the Schmo with the Pro, the number 2 ranked bantamweight in the world, Aljamain Sterling, inside the Airbnb, on the couch, no casting being done, here in Las Vegas, getting ready for UFC 250 against Cory Sandhagen. How we doing?
Doing good, feeling great. We had a morning hike today and got the weight coming down and feeling excited for UFC 250.
Safe to say it's the biggest fight of your life.
Every fight that you got right in front of you is the biggest fight of your life, but this is definitely the big one to get to the big one. So I'm excited about this opportunity, and I look forward to fighting a tough Cory Sandhagen.
Now, how do you see this matchup playing out? Because he's got the length. You probably fought tougher opponents so far to date. Where do you see your advantages in this one?
I think in the grappling department, for sure. Definitely with the funk jitsu. I think my striking is a little bit more unorthodox. He's primarily a boxer. I like to kick a little bit more than he does, and I think that mix of styles is going to make for a very interesting fight and fun fight, fast-paced, and I think the fans are in for a treat with this one.
Let's talk about the landscape of the bantamweight division. You got Henry Cejudo, the king of cringe, no more. It's vacant at the top, and now they're saying it's going to be a title fight between Petr and Aldo. How do you see that going down?
It's a big fight. I'm definitely going to be tuned in watching that, but I'm going to say it's definitely not the right fight that they should have made, but it is what it is. Hopefully after this we can get back to some UFC normalcy where it's we make the best fight the best. Like, that's what made us better in boxing. So hopefully we can get back to that and not go down that boxing path of having guys avoid each other and make the best guys fight the best guys while we're in our prime. You know, let's figure it out now and make the rankings mean something again. And it's going to be a fun fight. I think Petr brings a good pace, good boxing. They used to train together from what I saw in the pictures. Aldo's tough, as always, even coming down to 135. But I don't know how many times he can actually make the weight class. Maybe things have changed. Maybe with the USADA. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe things have changed, which made him make the weight a little bit easier than before because he complained a lot in the past about weight cutting. So it's fascinating that he can all of a sudden make 135. But it's fun to just have that name value added to the division, and I think it's one of the most exciting weight classes in the UFC today.
Is it safe for the Schmo to assume that if you take care of business Saturday night, the next fight, the only fight that you will take, is for a title?
Oh, 100%. I think the work is done, man. There is no other fight. Who else can I possibly fight at that point, you know? I think we get past Cory Sandhagen, we do it in style, and I think it lines us up in a potential fight with either Petr or Jose Aldo, and I can see potentially fighting Jose Aldo because, like I say, I think he's still got some juice in the tank, and I like to be the one to take away the rest of that squeeze in there.
A few months ago, the Schmo interviewed you. You thought your potential next opponent was going to be a Frankie Edgar. When did the plug get pulled on that matchup?
Well, I couldn't fight in New York. They were promising, they were dangling the carrot. Yeah. You know, don't get the surgery. We're going to get you to fight with Frankie Edgar, MSG. I think we were supposed to main event or co-main event, something like that. And it never happened. This was obviously before the Masvidal thing happened with Nate Diaz, the BMF belt. And the fight never came to fruition because New York didn't alleviate everything they said I would be able to fight in New York 2020. Supposedly that's still not true, so I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. I would have gotten the surgery a lot earlier, and I would have been back already. But it is what it is. I'm here now. You know, the milk's already spilled, and we just got to handle business on June 6th.
Yes. Now, a couple months ago at the UFC PI, you ran into Cory Sandhagen, and you told him to fill up.
Yeah.
He filled up?
I told him. I thought he would actually know the joke, but he didn't know the joke. It was actually kind of funny because the look in his eyes looked deflated, and he was just kind of confused. Like, what are you even talking about? I'm like, he just doesn't get it. It's a running joke on Twitter, kind of like a little high school, middle school thing. Philip, if you don't know who Philip is, that means you can fill up these nuts.
Yes, shout out to James Lynch from The Score. He got the Schmo into doing that. We saw the video. So speaking of filling up on these nuts, the Schmo is going to bet on you, Aljo. Bet on you in the sense of the Schmo stash. We got a good enough relationship. We're both using the Manscaped stuff. Now I'll tell you this, Aljo. The Schmo's got his Lawnmower 3.0. We won't use ball wash. We won't use ball deodorant. If our name is Aljamain Sterling and we get the W, we know you do your trimming on Sundays. So if you get the W, go to manscaped.com,
Use the promo code SCHMO, SCHMO, get your 20% off. And I'm telling you, trimming your junk will never be the same.
You can take your lawnmower and you can shave the schmo stash on Sunday.
Sounds like a deal. You know, I just hope you don't back down from, once you make that challenge has to be accepted.
But if you lose, can we put an S in the side for schmo? Of the hair, of course.
I'll do it in the garden.
Okay.
Do it in the garden.
We'll do it in the garden. We'll take photos. Final message leading into 250 at the UFC Apex.
Yes, big fight, big opportunity. I'm ready to seize the moment. Can't wait for this fight. Cory Sandhagen is a very, very tough dude. Not a lot of people know who he is, but I've been paying attention. And if he's going to beat me, he's going to have to take me out. And he's not going to take me out. I'm ready to run that motherfucker over. So, Cory Sandhagen, if you're listening, I know you're listening. I know you're watching. Just know that the Funk Master is ready, and you got your work cut out for you. It's going to be a long night on June 6th.
Chain is still heavy.
Chain gang.
He stays fresh. He's the pro. I'm the schmo. We're vibrating. We're out.
Peace.